Welcome to Cougan's Corner. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I want to share a few crazy news stories with you. The first one is from my local news station. It reported that Minnesota police were called to check on a freezing man who turns out to be a cardboard cutout of the MyPillow inventor. They claim they didn't want to get too close to the guy because they thought maybe he was deranged, standing out there in the cold just hugging that pillow. I can just imagine some nosy neighbor drinking her coffee that morning, looking out her window and seeing that man out there hugging his pillow, just staring him down. Maybe she thought it was strange at first, but I wonder, did she call the police right away or did she wait a while? Who knows, maybe an hour later she looks out the window and is like, that man is still standing there hugging that pillow with that smile on his face. Can you imagine the look that was on the police officer's face whenever he approached the cardboard cutout? I wonder if the policeman yelled out at the cardboard first, asking him if he was all right or telling him to drop that pillow. Anyway, you look at this, again, I thought it was a crazy story. Then the local news station entered the report by telling you where you could buy one of these cardboard cutouts for $40. I just want to know, why in the world would someone even buy one of these things in the first place? On the same day, the same news station reported another story that will certainly catch your ear. Well, of course, then some of you might really think this story bites. A woman in Sherman, Texas was arrested after fighting with her husband, and she bites off part of his ear. Can you imagine that? I wonder if she learned her attack technique from Mike Tyson. I want to mention a few of the comments that were made about this story. One person said, "Ear today, gone tomorrow." Another said she probably told him to listen. I could see that. I could see her saying, "Now you need to listen to me." And he's like, "No, I don't want to." Then she said, "Fine, you ain't gonna listen, then I'm going to take off some of your ear." Another lady posted, she got an earful during that argument. Oh, that's a good one. This next story is one that will give you a new way to use glue.
More than a bad haircut, this little pooch got part of her ear snipped off. But instead of apologizing, her owner says the groomer at this Oahu pet store simply glued it back on.
Her grandmother, Gladys Kapuai, says she took Dodo to Petco in Kaneohe for grooming last July, and a couple of days later realized one of her ears had been cut.
Was dried, bloody, was dry blood, everything. I noticed that at home. So when I took her to the vet, the doctor had told me it looked like they tried to glue it back.
This lawsuit alleges that Petco attempted to reattach, glue, or sew the ear back on and failed to disclose what happened when Kapuai picked the dog up.
Shame on you, Petco. I'm sure you've noticed how some people cannot live without their cell phones. If they misplace it, they will tear their house apart looking for it. Well, this next video is a great example of this.
Now to our top story, Tiana McLeese was talking to that guy who ended up in that storm drain. It looked like a joke, but really there's a lot more to this story.
Yeah, Tiana, we know that you were able to talk to this guy. What did he have to tell you about how he ended up there?
Well, he says, yes, he did go into the manhole looking for his cell phone, but he says he didn't drop it. He says gang members attacked him as he was walking home on this street, and they threw his cell phone into the manhole. Even police had to snap this picture before pulling the 21-year-old man out of this gutter on Holly Aloha Way.
I just heard like this faint screaming.
Brianna Mooney found the man about 2 a.m. Thursday morning. He apparently had been stuck in the manhole in front of her house for 40 minutes. She could see him from her bedroom window. Now, just about everybody is wondering, how did this guy get into this storm drain? You can see that it's very heavy, just trying to pull it off. And then look at the diameter. It's not that big. I can get my hands down in there, but I don't know. Oh, my head and my shoulders. Yeah, that's how he got in. Were you laughing?
I was laughing. It was so funny. His feet were just going back and forth, and it was weird to see because you don't see that like ever.
Man, I wonder if he ever got his phone. That's just crazy, going down in that small hole trying to go after your phone. Now, this last video I want to share with you is a story about an almost fatal attraction.
Dwight Bettner of Fort McCoy was on the phone yesterday afternoon when one bullet came through the window in his study, narrowly missing him. It's what preceded the gunshots that has Bettner concerned and what landed 92-year-old Helen Stoudinger in jail, charged with aggravated assault and shooting into a dwelling.
And she said, well, I'm going to leave you alone. And then she wanted a kiss. And I said, no. I said, you just need to go back on your own property and leave me alone.
She went home, got her gun, and shot at his car in the carport. Dwight Bettner says this isn't the first incident, though it is the worst. He claims she beat up the neighbor because he took out her trash.
Was she just infatuated with you?
Yes. That's why she tried to beat up the neighbor, because she thought I was having an affair with the neighbor.
Well, there you have it. It takes all kinds of strange people to make the world go round. Please let me know in the comments below if you like this particular type of venue. And if you like it, I'll do more of them about the crazy things that are found in the news. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit the notification bell.